Crazy Eights with my family just after finishing season 3 of Alone. It was a good one.
Dad cried.
I didn't cry. I teared up a little bit. And now it's your turn.
It's my turn. Say diamonds. So why do you guys love the show Alone so much?
It seems more real to me. Like as far as survival shows, I mean, I know there's some control. Like if something happens, they can call and get pulled out. But it feels, I mean, they really are alone a lot of the time, and they really are having to do all that stuff. So I don't know, it just seems real and authentic, and just watching them go through it all, experiencing the ups and downs, success and failure, and seeing their techniques, doing different things. It's a lot of fun.
Mom, why do you love the show Alone so much?
I like looking at their houses.
The shelters that they build?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I gotta keep going, don't I?
I'm really interested in all that.
And the homesteading?
Yeah.
Diamonds.
Hearts.
Jeez, she's cheating. Gotta switch it. Oh, good. Give me a king. Well, what about you, Laura? Why do you like it so much?
I don't like it as much as you guys.
And I like seeing how much they love their families and their wives.
Diamonds. How long do you think you could last?
Not long. Probably 5 to 7 days. I would miss my family too much.
I could last.
I could probably, I feel like I could last longer if it wasn't for that stuff. But just, I'm pretty codependent on my wife and my family.
I could last a day.
A day? Last a day. I think you could also last a day.
I do.
You could sit on the beach for a day.
That next time of my turn.
Yeah. So Mama won.
Mom won Crazy Eights.
That not having my coffee on that first day would be
You'd start getting a caffeine headache.
harsh reality. But if I could wake up to coffee, I might be able to last 2 days.
Oh, 2 days on coffee.
Like here and there.
So,
Cicadas, or whatever that is.
so you guys lived in Florida. Well, before we moved here, we lived in Florida. Why did you guys pick Tennessee?
Well, the mountains are what drew us, because we always wanted to vacation in the mountains. North Georgia, Tennessee. I know there's mountains out west, but we could never really afford to make trips out there. But so the mountains here is just awesome, and so that's what drew us out here.
The housing price of being able to
Yeah.
get a house.
Yeah, that was a blessing.
Yeah. So what about the mountains?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just different because we were in Florida and everything was flat. Of course, the ocean was nice. We really enjoyed the ocean, but and then you come out here in the mountains. I mean, as a kid, as a teen, my dad and I would go backpacking in the Appalachian Mountains, Smoky Mountains, and so that was a lot of fun. And just we often went to the mountains.
And Indiana was flat.
Yeah, in Indiana, where we were born and raised, it was flat. So we come out here, and I don't know. And even after we leave, go visit people in Indiana or Florida or wherever, and come home to this area. It's I don't know, as soon as you start seeing the mountains, it's kind of puts a little lump in my throat and makes me feel good to be back near the mountains.
What is, do you remember the longest trip you took with Grandpa on a camping trip?
Probably 6 or 7 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. And that was on the Appalachian Trail?
Yeah.
How many miles did you get?
We didn't set any record. We'd go probably between 5, 10 a day. But it's, you know, it's a up and down hill. You're probably thinking 30 minutes for a mile.
Mm-hmm.
And, but yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah. Was it just you and Grandpa?
My Uncle Dennis went with us. Another time, my Uncle Bob went with us. One time I went with a friend from college, Dave. And so I think I've been at least 3 or 4 different trips. It was a lot of fun.
Did you ever go camping a lot, Mom?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Grandpa Marvin took you a lot, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We camped mostly at a lake, but we were going to go backpacking. We had all our gear together and we were ready to go, and all of us got the stomach flu.
Oh.
Dad took care of all of us.
Wow.
I think Titan wants a little food, doesn't he?
I did feed him
You did eat some.
I did feed him. And we were all sick. And Dad took care of us. We all were laying on the floor with our sleeping bags and throwing up. And Dad was sick too, and he took care of us, and we didn't go on that trip. But he took us all out west by himself, 3 kids and in a van.
Yeah. And is that the trip where was it your gallbladder?
My appendix.
Your appendix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your appendix ruptured?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they about ruptured.
Yeah.
They were going to rupture, that's why they had to be taken out
Right.
immediately.
Yeah, and you were pretty young.
Yes, I was.
Was it 6?
I think I was 5 or 6.
I think you guys should tell the story of when you took us kids camping when some inclement weather showed up. If you're knowing which one I'm talking about, which trip.
I'm not sure.
You had, who did you have strapped to your back?
Oh,
and
I think that was hiking.
it was hiking.
Yeah.
Well, you should, I think.
I don't even remember. I think it was in the Smokies, maybe.
Yeah, it was.
And
How old would have you been at that time?
well, let's
Early
see.
30s.
There was probably and
And I was pregnant.
yeah, I had a kid on my back, a kid on my shoulders.
And I was pregnant. So
Mom was pregnant,
How
Was that
pregnant
it?
were you, Mom?
I was pretty pregnant.
and then it just started pouring,
And lightning.
storming, and so we were like jogging down the mountain. Kid in the backpack on my back and one on my shoulders.
And then, Mom, you were carrying one, pregnant.
I was pregnant.
So you had.
So that was
So it was
before.
two-
Was that before Jason?
Oh, then that would have
Yes, it
been
was.
me in your belly then.
I guess.
Well, or
Because
Jason.
because if you were carrying 2 kids and then
Oh.
Mom didn't have any,
Right.
unless
Well,
you
maybe
decided
I
to
had,
leave one.
Well, I might have had one in
Unless
my
you Unless you left one of us.
I'm guessing that you were in my belly.
I don't know. I may not be a accurate historian. I don't remember all the details. I remember the kid in my
Unless I
backpack
was
and one on my
carrying
shoulders. I remember the rain and storm
Mhm.
and running
Unless I
down.
was carrying one, but
But
I
I don't
pregnant.
remember if if there was a kid in my hand walking,
I don't think there was.
or if there was you were carrying one. But I don't remember that part. But
Hmm.
it was fun.
Were you ever scared on that hike?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever been scared out.
I was scared when Dad and I were on top of Mount Mitchell during the lightning storm.
Mount Mitchell in North Carolina?
Yeah,
I didn't know you guys had ever been to Mount Mitchell.
yeah. It's the tallest mountain east of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
And we camped up on the top in our little 2-man tent.
With our little dog Benny.
With our little 2-man tent. Jim and Marty, his first wife, who's passed away, stayed in a tent. And there were like 9 camping spots up there. And after a night of furious storms, there was only 2 or 3 tents left standing. Everybody else, their tent came down and they had to spend the night in the car. And
so I guess you guys kind of had a semi-alone experience.
Yeah, I was proud of my little tent staying up.
Is that the one Ethan still has? The
Yeah.
green tent?
Yeah, I got that thing. Man, that thing, I must have got it when I was 16 or 18. So that tent is about 40 years old.
Yeah.
Good. We had our puppy Benny.
What kind of dog was Benny?
A mutt.
Yeah.
We had to push her out to pee. She didn't want to go out because it was storming.
Yeah. I had to push Mom out to pee too. So she could pee in the tent.
So, I'm curious, what is one of the most favorite trips that you guys have taken, like, together? It could have been before kids, after kids, but what's one of your favorite vacations or trips? I wonder if it's the same one.
Our honeymoon was really nice.
All our mountain trips were great
Yeah.
with the kids.
Yeah, all the mountain trips were great. Yeah, I don't know. They're all good.
We enjoyed the little trip to Jamestown, Tennessee when we stayed in the horse barn.
Yeah.
Is that
Yes.
horse
We
barn?
stayed in Georgia and Blair's bedroom.
Titan.
I don't know if we stayed in Blair's.
I thought that might have been one of them.
So we stayed in Jamestown, and it was a little horse barn. And it was very simple, but we had a great time.
That was the horse barn, the same one that we got because Dad was a preacher?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I don't remember it being a horse barn.
I don't know if that was just a real good price. Well, it's a converted.
Donation.
Yeah, they converted it into a nice living area.
That's probably my top favorite family vacation, I think, is that one. We didn't have any service.
Right.
Yeah,
We
that was
played
fun.
so much Scrabble.
No phones.
And we did like one outing a day, and it was
Yes.
usually a hike or to some antique store.
Yes.
But we played so much Scrabble. I think Dad won every time.
We went to McDonald's and Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah.
For you guys, it didn't matter to me, but
Well, I think at that age, Amelia and Ethan were of dating age.
yeah, they were really.
I remember Amelia going on a hike and her phone suddenly receiving texts. So like out here in the middle of nowhere, her phone started to have signal for a little bit. So she was so excited and was just texting as fast as she could, receiving texts and reading them all. And
Well, I remember
it was
driving and
hilarious.
stopping in the middle of the road so that you guys could get your signal.
I don't think I had a cell phone yet at that time.
That's pretty embarrassing when you think about it, that you're so attached to your phone that you've got to stop
In the middle of the road.
stop in the middle of the road to get a signal.
Sorry, we were so rudely interrupted by the dogs. But could you start again explaining your cell phone, your first cell phone? How
Well-
old were you?
Oh, I probably was in my 30s,
Wow.
and it was just a big, about the size of a brick between the battery and the handset, and it just plugged into the lighter, and it was huge.
Yeah.
I didn't actually use a computer until college. It would have been 1981. So I was in college before I actually ever sat down in front of a computer. So now they're like, everywhere.
Mom, do you know how old you?
Sometime.
Sometime in the 90s.